let me tell you something. That young man does not want to go home. He wants to keep playing. He wants to keep playing. And everybody on Roman took his lead. There's certain guys that have what you call that Mr. B-Tran has that I'm gonna say this, the last minute and some, expect the unexpected.
We're going to stay, again, as mentioned. Thank you, Nelson. We're going to stay right here again for the final minute of this one. A 15-point deficit. Alan Bertrand leading all scores with 24 points. Hakeem Hart, 17. 9 for Seth Lundy. Lynn Greer with an 8-point performance as well. And leading the way for the Suburban One champions, Ahmad Williams, 18 points. 13, Naeem McLeod, who is playing, again, as mentioned, with 4 fouls. Ish Horn with 10, and Amin Williams as well with 10. So we take you right back to the action here, folks. Roman Catholic, Plymouth-Whitemarsh to face the defending 6A Roman, or I should say Reading Red Knights, or the Central Bucks West Bucks. Roman with the ball in a 2-point lead. B-Tran, excuse me, not Bertrand, B-Tran dumping it down. He's got an open Lundy. Lundy again with it. Right hand, it's good, and it's a 4-point game. Lundy now with 11. Roman on a tear here in the second half. The deficit again was 15. Roman did it against LaSalle in the quarterfinals, and they have done it here tonight at Ben Salem. Horn on the run, following an offensive foul that occurred 1 possession ago. Greer with it. Greer on the run. Greer's going to try to slow it down here. Roman, possibly moments away from their largest come-from-behind win in school history. No basket, offensive foul. It's going the other way. Again, Plymouth-Whitemarsh's Ish Horn was called for the offensive foul 1 possession ago. I believe Lynn Greer, the son of former Temple and ENS star Lynn Greer Jr., called for the offensive foul, and here comes the big tractor, John Kelly. He hasn't done much on the point size, but has been very effective on Naeem McLeod. McLeod, again, remembers playing with 4 fouls. Here's Danny Cooper. Cooper, the sharpshooter. Plymouth-Whitemarsh just 1-3 on the night. Cooper launching one from far away and makes it a 1-point game. His second of the night. Colonials almost getting the steal, and it's Williams out of bounds. It'll stay Roman ball. It'll stay Roman ball, but how about Danny Cooper launching one from almost 35 feet? 6 different men again in double figures. Cooper with that last 3, making it 10 points for him. 50.5 again left to go. B-Tran guarded by Cooper. B-Tran with it. Wild. Dumps into B-Tran. B-Tran again the fake. B-Tran in trouble. B-Tran is hit and will have, I believe, 2 shots. PW already in the penalty. Jim D'Onofrio again. Not pleased with himself. The longtime coach from Plymouth-Whitemarsh. The referees, I forgot to mention, where my matters. Davey Becker, Troy Lister, and Craig Lawina are the officials for tonight's critical District 1, District 12, PIAA's 2A second round matchup. Nelson, your thoughts so far?
Here's my ultimate thought. One of these teams are going home. A few of these players are playing their last game.
Like Alan Bertrand right now hits the first.
Or the Twins, or Ish Horn. You know, this is where it comes down to. You know, you win or you go home. And it brings out that type of fiery effort that B-Tran and the Twins have all put on today.
And Roman has certainly shot almost 75% here in the second half. They've been almost unconscious between Hakeem Hart, Alan B-Tran, and even Lynn Greer. This has been one of the best games that we have seen Roman play. Right now, B-Tran headed to Towson State University. A game-high 26 points. We're going to bring Nelson Stewart back in again to the fold. Nelson, all right, Nelson, about 30 seconds. I didn't get the official time. What does PW do here?
Well, it's very simple to me. PW has to score a bucket. It doesn't mean it has to be a 3, but they have to score a bucket. So the one thing about Plymouth-Whitemarsh is they do have 4 guys that can get you a bucket. And matter of fact, we saw the 5th guy, Mr. Cooper, who just hit a very big 3-pointer to get Plymouth-Whitemarsh back into the game. But it's imperative that they score a bucket.
And I think everybody in the building right now is thinking that the last 2 possessions has gone to Danny Cooper. Would you be surprised if Danny got the basketball here? Because you know that if he's getting the ball, he's taking that shot.
I'm not surprised if anybody gets it. You know, at this point, you always have your unexpected heroes. So Mr. Cooper could be the unexpected hero. You never know. So, hey, 38.8 seconds to find out who's going to be the hero tonight.
And Plymouth-Whitemarsh again is out of timeouts. I should say they have 1 timeout. Roman Catholic out of timeouts. Again, big situation going on here. Folks, it's win or go home here at Ben Salem High School, here in a standing room only crowd. I'm Jake Schwartz along with Nelson Stewart for Black Cager Television. The winner of this game will face the defending champions of 6A Reading or Central Bucks West Saturday on St. Patrick's Day. Here comes Williams with it. You know that D'Onofrio drawing a play for Cooper. Cooper with it. Cooper's got the lead. Does Cooper take it? No, he does not. It's stolen. Stolen again by Hart. Hart's in trouble and he is fouled. Bad decision again by the Colonials, and Hakeem Hart completely took advantage of that.
Listen, you know, as I said, it was imperative for them to get a shot. They didn't even get a shot up. You cannot afford those with 24 seconds left. Hart, great foul shooter, had a great second half. I'm just going to say, you know what? Classic game.
Well, you know, and with that, Hakeem Hart taking complete advantage of that. Again, Roman Catholic, what they did in the quarterfinals of the Catholic League, down 15, come from behind. They're doing it again here tonight against one of the toughest schools in the state of PA, the Suburban One champ, Plymouth-Whitemarsh. Basket's good, and a timeout called after Hakeem Hart goes 1 for 2 with 18, and I believe that was Ahmad Williams. He's had a big night tonight himself. How about 20 for a guy who could play Division I? Nelson Stewart, we bring you back in again here as 70-68. Both teams are now out of timeouts. Roman possession, what do you do here?
Well, it's very easily. If you don't get a steal right away, you foul, and you take your chances on the line. This 20 seconds left or 14 seconds left is like 2 minutes in regular time. So it's 18.4 seconds. You don't get a steal right away, you foul. You put them on the line for 2. You hope they miss 1. You know, and you keep trying to knock it down. But you know what? It's imperative that whatever either one of these teams do, they do it quickly, and Roman, they have to just secure the ball. Get the ball in bounds, secure the ball.
And they've got to go to the right guy, too, and it seems like any of them could be the right guy. Lynn Greer's a good foul shooter. Alan Bertrand is a good foul shooter. Hakeem Hart is a good foul shooter. And even Seth Lundy is a good foul shooter. So if you were to have a guy like John Kelly in the game, that's maybe the guy that PW would want to afford to foul.
Well, let me say this about Roman's coach. Roman's coach has made some incredible adjustments in this second half. Yeah. And one of the things that I cannot underestimate, you're not going to have John Kelly in the game. You have another kid in there who could probably shoot too.
That would be Louis Wild, the transfer from ANC.
So Louis Wild's going to get the shot.
Well, here's the long lob. Lynn Greer gets the basket.
That right there probably ends the game with an N1.
That was the perfect style of basketball. Again, Lynn Greer had the opening. Roman again, the touchdown pass. And Lynn Greer with 13 seconds. That should just about do it. And Plymouth, again, Roman Catholic, the defending PCL champions, likely on their way to a St. Patty's Day showdown with either Reading or Central Bucks West.
I'll say it again. Adjustments that were made.
And big players make big plays. You just saw that right there with Lynn Greer. He hits the three-point play here, and Lynn Greer, now the, I believe, 7th player in double figures with 11 for the defending Catholic League champion Kaolites. 26 for Alan Bertrand. Again, it's not quite over yet as Plymouth-Whitemarsh again, and now Roman has some fouls to give.
Well, I never wanted to bring up the foul situation, but it was 10 plus fouls to 4.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing that I'll say that I've seen in the state playoffs is the referees have interjected themselves too much in these games.
Danny Cooper looks for 3, and that one no good. His first miss of the night. Lundy trying to pull it down. Horn throws him a prayer, and now Ish Horn is going to shoot 3. What a bad foul again. And now the fans are complaining. They think this is a 2. Fans are thinking that this might have been a 2-shot foul. This has to be a 3-shot foul.
3-shot foul. 5, I would say
4/10 of a second.
No. It's 3 seconds left.
Oh, yeah. They did take, there was at least 3.5 at least.
3 seconds.
Okay.
Not 3/10, 3 seconds.
Oh, that's right. That's why the fans are complaining. You'll notice again, folks, the fans are complaining over here because, again, 3 seconds, not 3/10 of a second, and now they've gotten it correct. Ish Horn with an opportunity to make this a 2-point game. Lynn Greer again, as mentioned, with 11 points. Here's Ishmael Horn with an opportunity here. He's got among double figures for the Colonials as well. Horn again to the line, a 3-shot foul, and he hits the first, and we've got a 4-point game.
You know, I don't know.
There's not much he could say. Nelson, my colleague, is speechless right now, and I think everybody is after what we just saw here in this second half. That's why you play 2 halves. You said it best at the end of at halftime.
Basketball game has always been either 2 halves or 4 quarters, and you have to always make adjustments.
Well, speaking of adjustments, tic-tac-toe, 3 in a row for Ish Horn, 13 now for him, and it's 73-71. The Kaolites again are on top. Kaolites desperately looking for a steal, and you know if they can't, they have to foul here. Wild again. Greer immediately fouled by Horn, and with 2.2 to go, this could possibly do it here.
If he makes both free throws, it will do it.
Well, the Colonials have to hope for 1.
It will do it.
Lynn Greer again, one of the best foul shooters, not just in the state, in the league. He's considered a front-runner, possibly for All-American in the class of 2020. I certainly believe he is a contender. He is following in the same footsteps as his father, the great Lynn Greer Jr., and his father, Lynn Greer Sr., a longtime Philadelphia coach, player. As Greer hits the first. Big night again for Greer.
Big night for basketball in general. You know, if you like high school basketball, it's a great game. You know, the one thing, like I said, that I would like to see is the referees kind of not interject themselves as much. But Roman Catholic's coach made all the right adjustments.
That just paid off, by the way. Greer hits the 2, letting it fly, and time winds down, and that is it. And the Roman Catholic Kaolites are going to the next round of play, coming back from 15 down to knock off the defending Suburban 1 champions, the Plymouth-Whitemarsh Colonials. Folks, this was indeed what Casey Herr's masterpiece calls a classic. A 75-71 final. Our Black Cager player of the game with 26 points is Alan Betran, headed to Towson State University. 18 points on the night for Hakeem Hart, 11 for Seth Lundy, 13 for Lynn Greer. Let's bring in Alan Betran again, who's getting certainly all the respect he deserves. And Alan, congratulations on a big win here tonight, 26 points. Matt Griffin, certainly, my colleague Nelson Stewart made some serious adjustments. Alan, what was going through your head in the end of the first half?
Go to the basket every time. I knew he couldn't guard me. It's a mismatch, so my coach said attack every time and finish on 2, so that's what I did.
You had your pleasure of dealing again with both Ahmad and Amin Williams as well as Ish Horn. It was a big night again between the two of them. What was just going through your head knowing this might be your final game?
I was going to lead my team to a victory. It don't matter what I did or how I did it. We was going to win.